What is cryptocurrency? How crypto works? How you can be next millionaire with crypto. Crypto in a nutshell. Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering you're worth $500 million, but you can never spend a single dollar of it. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to a man named James Howells after he accidentally threw away a hard drive containing 8,000 bitcoins. And despite spending years trying to get it back, nobody can help him. Not a bank, not a government, not even Bitcoin itself. Because cryptocurrency follows a completely different set of rules than normal money. So what exactly is cryptocurrency? Why does it exist? And how can a forgotten password turn someone from a millionaire into a cautionary tale?
Cryptocurrency. The word comes from crypto, meaning hidden or secret, as in cryptography, a way to scramble information so only the right person can read it. And currency, which just means money. So cryptocurrency is basically secret digital money that lives on the internet and doesn't need a bank to exist. Now, you've probably seen pictures of physical gold Bitcoin coins and thought, oh, so that's what it looks like. Nope, those are just props. There's no physical Bitcoin. It's all digital. Like your Spotify playlist. It exists, it has value to you, but you can't hold it in your hand. You can send it, receive it, and buy things with it, just without the satisfying wallet opening feeling. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The money in your bank app, dollars, euros, whatever, is controlled by central banks and governments. To send it, you need a bank as the middleman. Cryptocurrency was specifically designed to cut out that middleman. The whole thing started in 2009 when someone called Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper and created Bitcoin. Nobody actually knows who Satoshi is. Could be one person, could be a group, could be your neighbor. But unlike the dollar, which the government can print more of whenever they feel like it, looking at you, 2020, Bitcoin has a fixed supply. No government, no central authority, just math, computers, and vibes.
So, is cryptocurrency actually money, or is it an investment? Technically, it was designed as money. El Salvador even made Bitcoin legal tender. You can literally buy your morning coffee there with Bitcoin. But here's the problem with that. Imagine you buy a coffee for 0.001 Bitcoin today. Tomorrow, Bitcoin pumps 40% overnight because Elon tweeted a meme. Now that same coffee costs you way more in dollar terms. Or Bitcoin crashes and your coffee was basically free. The point is, it's too volatile to use as everyday money for most people. So the world kind of just decided, by consensus and chaos, to treat crypto more like a speculative investment, like a stock, but with way more drama and way fewer adults in the room. Okay, let's talk about how cryptocurrency actually works. It runs on something called a blockchain. Here's the simplest way to understand it. Imagine Jeffrey keeps a notebook of every single transaction ever made. Every time someone sends or receives money, it gets written in Jeffrey's notebook permanently. You can't erase it, you can't edit it. Now imagine that instead of just Jeffrey having this notebook, everyone in the network has an identical copy. If Jeffrey tries to cheat and change his notebook, everyone else's copy immediately exposes him. His version gets rejected. Jeffrey is canceled. That notebook is the blockchain. Each page is a block, and when one fills up, a new page, a new block gets added to the chain. Hence, blockchain. It's tamper-proof, transparent, and Jeffrey can never cheat again.
So who actually checks and approves transactions on the blockchain? That's where miners come in. When you send cryptocurrency, that transaction gets broadcast to a global network of computers. These computers race to solve an incredibly hard mathematical puzzle. The first one to solve it gets to add the transaction to the blockchain. And as a reward, they earn newly created cryptocurrency. That's mining. It's basically competitive math homework, except instead of a gold star, you get actual money. This system is called proof of work. That's why you hear about Bitcoin miners running warehouses full of powerful computers. More computing power means solving puzzles faster, which means earning more crypto. It's expensive, it uses a lot of electricity, and it's completely absurd. But it works. Now, the part everyone actually came for. Is cryptocurrency a good investment? The honest answer, it depends. And here's why. If you bought Bitcoin in 2016 at around $500 and held it until 2024 when it hit $60,000, that's a 12,000% return. Warren Buffett's best year ever was around 59%. So yes, the upside is absolutely insane. But if you bought Bitcoin at $45,000 in early 2022 and panicked when it crashed to $16,000 by December, you lost 65% of your money. The same asset, the same year. This is what people mean when they say crypto is volatile. It's not just a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster that was built by raccoons in the dark with no safety regulations.
So why is crypto so volatile? A few reasons: supply and demand, regulation news, technological updates, market manipulation. But the biggest two? Speculation and hype. Most people buying crypto aren't analyzing fundamentals. They're chasing whatever the internet is excited about this week. When the first Bitcoin ETF launched, excitement sent Bitcoin to $65,000. When China banned crypto, panic dropped it to $29,000. Same asset, different headlines, different emotions, different price. This is why predicting crypto is basically impossible. Professional analysts, quant funds, PhD economists, everyone gets humbled by this market eventually. The best strategy most experts agree on? Only invest what you can afford to lose completely. And don't check the price every 5 minutes unless you enjoy suffering. Let's quickly run through some terms you'll see everywhere in crypto. First, Bitcoin, the original, the OG, often called digital gold because it has a fixed supply of 21 million coins ever. No more will ever be created. Scarcity is what gives it value. Second, altcoins. Any cryptocurrency that isn't Bitcoin is called an altcoin. Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, all altcoins. Then there are meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, which started as jokes and somehow became worth billions of dollars. The internet is a strange place. Third, wallets. A crypto wallet doesn't actually store your crypto because your crypto never leaves the blockchain. What it stores is your keys. Think of it like a keychain, not a safe. There are two types of keys. Your public key is like your bank account number. Share it freely so people can send you crypto. Your private key is like your PIN and password combined. If someone gets it, they own your crypto. Not they can access it, they own it. Permanently. Irreversibly. There's no forgot password button. No customer support line. No dispute resolution. Just loss. Keep your private key secret like your life depends on it, because financially, it does. There are hot wallets, online, convenient, hackable, and cold wallets, offline, on a USB drive, very secure. Just don't let your ex near your hard drive. Ask James Howells how that went. A fork is when the crypto community disagrees so hard that the blockchain literally splits into two. Bitcoin Cash was born this way. One group wanted bigger blocks for faster transactions. The other disagreed. So they forked. Now there are two separate coins. It's basically a startup co-founder breakup, but the product duplicates instead of dies.
Let's talk advantages first. Decentralization. No government or bank controls it. They can't inflate it, freeze it, or print more of it. Accessibility. Anyone with a phone and internet can participate. No bank account required. No paperwork. No waiting in line. Flexibility. Crypto works 24/7, 365 days a year, across borders with lower fees than wire transfers. Your bank takes weekends off. Crypto does not. Privacy. Your transactions are encrypted and harder to trace than traditional banking. Not impossible to trace, but harder. And of course, the potential for insane returns. Coins have gained hundreds of % in a single year. That kind of upside simply doesn't exist in traditional finance. Now the disadvantages, and these are real. Volatility. We covered this. It's brutal. You can go from hero to zero before lunch. Illegal use. The same privacy that protects your financial freedom also attracts money launderers and criminals. Not your fault, but it's a real issue that governments hate. Regulation uncertainty.
Governments worldwide are still figuring out how to regulate crypto. New laws could change everything overnight. Scams, fake crypto platforms, rug pulls, pump and dump schemes. If someone promises guaranteed returns, run. And finally, no consumer protection. There is no one coming to help you. No bank, no insurance, no refund. The blockchain doesn't care about your feelings. So, should you invest in cryptocurrency? That depends entirely on your risk tolerance, time horizon, and how well you sleep at night. What I can tell you is this: the people who got destroyed by crypto were mostly the ones who jumped in without understanding what they were buying, driven by FOMO and Twitter hype. Don't be that person. Do your research. Start small if you're curious. And whatever you do, back up your private keys somewhere your ex can't find them. If you want to go deeper on any of this, proof of stake, DeFi, NFTs, how to actually evaluate a coin, hit subscribe. That's exactly what this channel is for. See you in the next one.